Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Nnamdi Kanu must face justice. Nnamdi Kanu must face justice, Igbo group. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. Foremost socio-cultural group, the Igbo diaspora think tank has dissociated itself from calls from some Igbo leaders clamoring for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, suggesting a total support of IPOB atrocities on the Indigo and Nigeria as a nation. The Igbo think tank, in a statement on Sunday, said it was deeply concerned that people who are victims of the carnage done to the southeast region and the country would contemplate such a blind and unpatriotic narrative and war still take to the presidency. Reacting to posters on telephone for further comment, Vice President of the group, Chief Chidi Anayo, noted that Indigo can now see that Nnamdi Kanu was not alone in his fight against the Nigerian entity, which fight ultimately had given a bigger blow to the southeast region. We cannot sit here and watch away while our leaders are blackmailed and intimidated into emergency envoys to the presidential villa with request that no democratically elected president could consider. Mr. President Buhari would be exposing the whole country to untold danger if he dares consider the release of Nnamdi Kanu without a full and proper trial. The group said, rather than call for Kanu's release, we had expected the so-called Igbo leaders to advise on an open and transparent trial of their son, who from all indications was on a lone mission. We commend governors who stood their ground in defiance of IPOB's senseless outings, regardless of political and personal gains. As we recover from the human, infrastructural, and economic losses brought upon us by IPOB and their leader, it is expected that our leaders would seek total reconstruction of the region by the federal government instead of seek the release of a man who does not recognize Nigeria and her leadership. Is it not an irony for Nnamdi Kanu, who said Mr. President was dead and that Nigeria was a zoo, to benefit from the benevolence of the same president while breaching the principle of separation of powers? Why not urge their son to show remorse and act better in future? What has IPOB and their leader done to anyone for their sins against Indigo? Said the Nigerian state What becomes of the Nigerian sovereignty if leaders could rally around criminals to wage wars against the state? Is Nnamdi Kanu, by virtue of his disruptive capacity, more than the law? How could anyone arm twist the president into breaking the law at the expense of law-abiding citizens? The group said Nigeria would become a zoo if Mr. President had considered a political solution over a fair, full and open trial of Nnamdi Kanu. We also want to say that there's no true Igbo son that is happy with the activities of IPOB all over the world. They are genetically disruptive. They are a violent organization anywhere in the world. Look at how Nnamdi Kanu mobilized her members to manhandle Senator A.K. Ekweremadu in Germany. Look at how much destruction they caused just within the time their leader jumped bail. On what terms exactly would any sane and true Igbo son seek for Kanu's release without trial? The group further summarized the atrocities by IPOB within a short period, calling on the authorities to stand on the part of the people at all times. Between January 26 and April 19, 2021, 6 policemen were killed while property worth huge sums were destroyed by IPOB members in coordinated attacks at Urata Junction, Aba North Local Government Area, Omoba Police Station, Isiale Ngwa South Local Government Area, Abriba Community in Ohafia Local Government Area, and Uzuakoli Police Station in Bende Local Government Area. In Akwa Ibom, 25 persons, including security personnel, were killed in deliberate attacks on different locations across the state between January 27 and April 19, 2021. In Cross River, 7 police officers were killed at Calabar-Ikom Highway in Obubra and Yakol local government areas on March 2, 2021, while a soldier was killed 2 days later on March 4 at a military checkpoint at Obubra Junction in Obubra local government area. Finally, to my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about today's news. Thank you for listening.